Hey folks, welcome to my channel. Today is an exciting day because I'm about to embark on a journey unlike no other. I've always been drawn to breathtaking landscapes and rich culture of Bolivia. And today I've decided to explore this beautiful country in a way that it's a little unconventional. Meet our travel companion Jimmy. Yep, you heard that right. We are going to be traveling through Bolivia with our own rented llama. Why, you ask? Well, why not? It's going to be an adventure of a lifetime, and I can't wait to share it all with you guys. As we traveled from Potosi to Uyuni, we saw lots of llamas roaming around the wide open spaces. Llamas are very common to Peru and Bolivia, and we really like watching them. They seemed so peaceful and calm. Eventually, we decided we wanted to take one with us. After chatting with the local shepherd, we were able to pick one out that we really liked. And after we made a deal, we were thrilled to have one new llama friend join us on our adventure through Bolivia's beautiful scenery.
Alright, Jimmy, we're gonna go for a second to get some more food for you, okay? You're gonna stay here and behave, alright? You can do it. First, we're gonna go and get some money in this town, and there ain't too many ATMs. Alright, so we found an ATM, but this ATM only takes Visa and Maestro. So we can't use MasterCard, so we have to look for another ATM. There's a lot of the stores over here where you can find everything for your llama tuning. Something like this. All kinds of stuff here. We need to buy Jimmy food, so today he's gonna be eating cabbage. Jimmy, капуста. Jimmy, cabbage. But looks like he's already full. You're lucky, Jimmy. You're gonna see salar, unlike your friends over there. Jimba decided to get closer to us and jump out of the trunk onto the back seat. So there he is. Additional navigation, and there is endless white. So we came to the salar in a rainy season, just so we can see a mirror-like effect. And unfortunately, this time, because of El Nino or whatever, it appears to be that salar is actually drier than we were seeing it last time, which is kind of a bummer.
After spending a whole day driving around in a vast expanse of salar, without finding any water at all, we decided to change our course and head down north towards our next destination. Our next stop was in the far northern part of Bolivia, a place called Laguna Colorada. Part of this journey takes you through the unpaved roads, adding an extra layer of excitement to our adventure. When we stopped at a local village, a young guy approached us and suggested taking us to a place that is not well known to tourists. Intrigued by this prospect of exploring something off the beaten path, we of course agreed. Getting there was, however, a bit more difficult than we originally anticipated.
We are going to take a look at that tree over there. And we hired a local guy over there to show us that, because this place apparently not very known to the tourists over here in the area. all kind of beautiful mountains surrounding this place, and there are a lot of interesting artifacts we're coming across as we explore these places. We're now going to explore more interesting formations. Our guide is taking us to this holes in the rocks. You have to cover a bit of a ground to find all these places. Oh, this is where our car.
After we thoroughly explored all the local artifacts, we set off towards another salt flat rumored to contain water. Locals has warned us against driving through it, cautioning that it was very easy to get stuck due to water. Heeding their advice, we proceeded with caution. But what happened next? Well, let me show you.
We got caught up with a train over here, and we couldn't cross it in time, so we waited. We were told this salar is full of water. Unfortunately, there is no water here at all, and looks like this train is stopping. Man, why is it stopping right now when we need to cross? Another salar and another completely bone dry experience. There is no water. We were told it's about a foot of water in this salar. What a dirty lie that was. Well, at least we saw a train.
Disappointed by our fruitless search for water in the salar, we turned our attention to a destination where water was guaranteed. One of the smaller lakes in the area, known to be a favorite spot for flamingos.
Look at them. We were giving Jimmy delicious cabbage, but he instead decided to snack some of this dry grass. Jimba, how do you like your new stuff? I see you don't like it much. Jimba, remember, we agreed. Friends don't spit in each other's faces. Okay, Jimmy, time to go. Time to go. Let's go.
After finally boarding Jimmy in our vehicle, we made our way to a hotel where we'll be staying for the night. This was a pretty cool hotel located literally in the middle of nowhere.
Checked into a hotel, and now I need to find out if there's a room for Jimmy somewhere. So right now he's just sitting here waiting. Jimmy, не надо. Don't do that. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Good boy. Good boy, don't spit in each other's faces. He's such a mean guy. I don't know why he hates me so much. We found a habitación para Jimmy.
Jimmy is good for tonight, so we can continue settling into our own habitation. Jimmy actually got a pretty good place for tonight. I could see he was visibly not as much agitated as yesterday when we left him at the construction site. But there was no other option in that hotel, so we gotta do what we had to do. Hey, good morning, Jimmy. You already waiting? Waiting to go? I know, right? It's about time. 9:30. We'll go now. We just have to figure out our car first. So, as you can see, we have two tanks here. We have a main tank and we have a sub tank, which is apparently just another tank somewhere in there where we have some extra fuel. It's not as big as a main tank, but we still have plenty of fuel in it. And all of a sudden the light came on the dashboard when we were driving here, indicating that sub tank isn't working. I don't know, but it's pretty bad news, because over here there is no gas stations at all, and all fuel we got is in our main tank and in the tanks over there on the roof. Somewhere on the internet someone says that fuel tank module for the sub tank can be glitchy. Good thing I got some tools with me. Pittsburgh. We disconnected the negative battery terminal overnight. Crossing my fingers, hoping it did help. Jimmy? Alright. Alright. Yeah, I hope you saw that. There was an indication for the sub tank and that light was constantly on. I'm gonna try to enable the sub tank pump, which is right here. It will enable transfer pump from the sub tank into the main tank, and all the fuel into this smaller tank supposed to transfer over to the main tank. So I don't know how long this process takes. Obviously, you see nothing is happening yet, but this is enabled, so I have pretty good hopes for it. So the last time we filled up our tanks was over here in Uyuni, and then we drove all the way down here, right here, and then to this Laguna. This is Los Flamingos Eco Hotel. That's where we stayed overnight, and to get here we used one full tank of gas. So right now our main tank is empty, and we still have to go from here all the way to here, and the closest gas station is actually in San Cristobal here, and there are no roads. I mean, at least no marked roads here, so you have to drive through the desert, and these roads, they're quite bad. Jimmy, did you eat last night? What did you eat? I saw that they gave you some food, so you must have eaten good. All right, well, hopefully he's not gonna go to the toilet in a trunk over there this time, right? Don't you worry, my buddy Jimmy. Oh, you look so pretty, Jimmy. You don't even know. If you were a little bit cleaner, like, his fur is really thick. Look at that. And dirty too. Oh, look at that. Jimmy, where are you going? Alright, Jimbo's ready. How's it going, Jimmy, over there? We have a long road ahead of us, approximately 2.5 hours to
to Laguna Colorado, and then from there probably another 3 hours to San Cristobal. I don't know, maybe even longer than that, because there is no marked roads over there or anything. So we'll just hope for the best. Jimmy is excited to go. He's typically just sitting there laying down flat, but now he just want to see where we're gonna go. So we'll go now into this laguna over here, because there's a bunch of flamingos on the shores. Let me show you. It's right by our hotel. So what they do out there, they just filtering out some mud and apparently finding some food for themselves over there. This laguna must be really rich with whatever food they looking for, because there's bunches of them over there, just so many. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes or so, and what we see is the fuel is actually migrating from the sub tank into the main tank. But bad news are, sub tank is apparently not quite as big as the main tank, because it only went up maybe a quarter of a tank. So unfortunately we're not gonna get a full capacity, but we still have fuel on the roof over there, so I think we should be safe enough to go to Laguna Colorado and then back to San Cristobal. So hopefully we won't get stuck anywhere. Okay, so we found a salt flat that does have water in it. It's stinky and it has some yellow looking algae in it, but at least it has some water in it, so we might be able to get some reflections. What? Look at that. Flamingos seem to be walking around here back and forth. This lake is extremely shallow. We're almost at the middle, in the middle of this lake, and it's very shallow. I don't think they will let us too close, so yeah, there's no point running after them on this lake. Oh yeah, look at that speed. Alright, so we're done exploring this lake. Our gas tank is full and we should be ready to move on. Here we're driving wild lava. Woohoo! Lava! Look, it's like a giant pony lane highway, and with a bunch of rocks, and every single one of them can slash your tires, so you have to be extremely careful and at the same time be fast. check out these artifacts. Jimmy, let's go, Jimmy. You going? Jimmy, you coming? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Let's go check it out. Let's go. Jimmy, Jimmy, the other direction.
In Bolivia, you can admire all these natural wonders without any human competition all around you.
You going? No. You'll be nice. You'll be nice. Good boy. Good boy, Jimmy. Let's take a pic with this arbol.
After snapping enough selfies with the rock tree, we set our sights onto another vibrant lake in the area.
This is it, guys. One of the biggest lagunas in the area. Laguna Colorada. Jimmy, you will see Laguna Colorada.
This lake is famous for its vibrant red colors and a lot of flamingos running around.
In my own personal opinion, I don't think this is the most beautiful place, but people keep naming it so. Let's check it out. There's a dog over there securing the perimeter.
Well, it turns out that in this protected area, even the flamingos have a no admittance policy, and besides them, there is absolutely nothing to catch your eye, prompting us to shift gears towards our next hotspot, geysers.
This is scary sounding. Man, this thing is loud. Here's old faithful over there. That's for me. Let's go check them out. They really stink. Damn thing might be so hot. Foo. Jimbo really liked geysers. He didn't want to go back into his trunk and wanted to enjoy more geysers.
Unfortunately for Jimmy, we didn't have enough time in a day and we needed to go to our next destination, hot springs.
Look at this wonderful place. And over there, there's aguas thermales. And guess what? We didn't get our swimsuits for them. Look at this. This is called aguas thermales, where there's no one around. And there's some grass over here for Jimmy. Let's go. I'll show you some wonderful grass. All right, let's try it out. Wow, this is so slippery.
Ты куда собрался?
This is our room for tonight. No electricity, no hot water. So I'm pretty utilitarian. That's a view from the back of our hotel room.
Next morning, we yet again headed towards the Chilean border at the northernmost point of Bolivia to admire another couple lakes, Laguna Blanca and Laguna Verde.
So we got all the way to the bottom of Bolivia with Jimmy here, and we are near Laguna Blanca. It's about 7 a.m. in the morning, and we need to transfer out some gas from these top tanks that we have.
Каждую капельку.
Yeah, we need every last drop to get back to uni. Hey, how you guys doing? You ready? Go, go, go! Oh no, we need suck again. Go, go, go! That's refueling in Bolivia. Here we're like really close to the Chilean border, which is probably about 10 minutes away, like 20 kilometers away from where we're at here. So, and the gasoline station at the Chilean border is much closer than the closest gas station here in Bolivia. But unfortunately, Jimmy doesn't have a passport, and it's all his fault that we can't go there and get some gas. Jimmy is also curious what we have for breakfast here. Desayuno, Jimmy. Desayuno is getting ready. Jimmy, you want some tuna? That's not your favorite. You have your cabbage over there. Do you want cabbage? You don't want your cabbage? No, 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 no. I'm eating. We're not playing these games while we're eating, okay? I'm wondering what if we mount a GoPro to his head and just start recording.
На breakfast.
Us and Jimmy arrived at a new location, Laguna Verde, which translates as Laguna Green. From here it doesn't look too green, and there was supposed to be a snow caps on that mountain, but apparently this snow season hasn't really come, so there's no snow and no green. We'll try to look at it from the drone and see if it looks any different. And that was the Laguna Blanca, which is Laguna White, which is where we came from originally, where we were gassing up our truck. So that Laguna was nothing special. There were some flamingos out there, but it's not really something to surprise us here anymore. So let's see what we got here.
Although Laguna Verde didn't appear very green from where we stood, it definitely looked greenish when seen from above, especially when you compare it to Laguna Blanca above. However, this lake still wasn't as impressive as we had hoped, so we packed up and headed back to uni.
People really like Jimbo. Yeah. Alright, Jimmy. Really like the attention, but we need to go.
Enloqueciendo por tu
The journey back took us roughly about 8 hours. We made it back to San Cristobal, refueled the car, and then drove straight back to Uyuni without any problems along the way.
Aren't you tired sitting in the trunk? Jimmy is looking at his friends like we going through the drive-through zoo. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Once we returned to Uyuni, we figured we'd make the most of our time by visiting the famous train cemetery and giving the salt flats another look to see if we could spot any more water this time around.
We made it to the gas station and we filling up right now. We have about 5.5 hours to go to Sucre. This is Jimmy's backyard we get into. It is soon Jimmy's final stop. We can't be more sad, but I guess Jimmy is very happy that he's no longer need to sit in a trunk and can actually run free. That must be Jimmy's family. Well, Jimmy, that's it. That's the end of journey for you. Your final stop. Let's go. You don't want to go? Let's go. Look, you back home. You want to go back home? Run. Run, Jimmy. That's your friends over there. Jimmy. Bye, Jimmy. First thing to do, eat as much as I can eat. Who knows how long the next journey is gonna take.